Doni Mose Wabokia. Welcome to the very first episode of the Edo Liga podcast, the official voice of the most exciting grassroots football tournament in Edo State. Meno, Christine Isikome, and I'm your host for this very first episode. Today, I have here with me the president of Edo Liga, Mr. Darlington Nosakare Omokaro, popularly known as the Zaddy of Benin. Welcome, Mr. President.
Thank you,
Good
Christine.
to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
We've heard about Edo Liga.
Okay.
Some people haven't. For that person who is coming across Edo Liga for the first time, what's that understanding of Edo Liga you would want them to have?
Edo Liga is a 16-team grassroots football tournament created to give our young men opportunity to shine and to show their talent. And, beyond that, Edo Liga is a movement. We are using Edo Liga as a vehicle to campaign against the social vices we are facing as a state and as a people. And that's why this very first edition is themed No to Cultism and Irregular Migration.
I think I like the initiative. What is the structure of this tournament and who can participate in this tournament?
Okay, Edo Liga has no age limit. It's a free age tournament. And Edo Liga will have 16 teams drawn from the three senatorial districts of Edo State. We'll have 4 teams from Edo North, 4 teams from Edo Central, and 8 teams from Edo South. The 16 teams will be split into 4 groups of 4 teams, and the first 2 teams will qualify to the quarterfinals, while the least 2 teams will bow out of the tournament. The group stages to the quarterfinal will be played at the University of Benin Sports Complex, and the semi-finals and finals will be played at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium here in Benin City. And for the very first time, we'll have a special team of returnees. This is a team made up of our young men who have returned home from abroad after being victims of irregular migration. And we're using Edo Liga as a platform for them to showcase their talent and shine and as well as inspire other people.
Now that we've heard all of this, I feel like there's a part that we're all eager to hear.
Okay.
When is Edo Liga starting?
This very first edition, Edo Liga 2025, will happen in November this year. It's going to happen from November through to December this year. It's about 2 to 3 weeks. That's what it takes. And we'll announce the date very soon, but just know that's going to happen from November to December this year.
Very soon. That is your sign to stay glued to Edo Liga, so you don't miss out. If you snooze, you lose. But here is a little birdie, my source, because I have sources. And this source of mine told me that there is money involved. But I was like, wait, I need to confirm. But now that I have it here, just me confirming. They don't have to hear. Is there money involved in this tournament?
Okay. Your source is right. There's going to be money involved.
Okay.
For this first edition, we're giving the winner 4 million naira. The second place team will go home with 2 million naira, and the third place team will go home with 1 million naira. And there's also individual prizes for the highest goal scorer, the best player of the tournament, the best goalkeeper, the best coach, and the best young player. This individual award comes with a prize of 300,000 naira. Each team is going to register with 800,000 naira.
Okay.
This is to ensure seriousness and to make sure we have a smooth tournament across board. And Christine, beyond the money, the prize is actually the message. We've lost so many youths to cultism.
Yeah.
So many families have been broken due to irregular migration. And this is us saying, no, enough is enough. Let's redirect our energy into something else. Let's campaign against these social vices that has totally finished our youth in Edo State. And beyond that, we'll also be going to schools, because we've come to discover that it is when a child graduates from GSS 3 to SS1 that they feel like, oh, I'm not a senior, I'm a big boy, I can join a gang. So we'll be visiting schools across the state, especially GSS 3 students, to teach and preach to them the dangers of cultism and irregular migration. And we'll be making stationaries, books, jotters, pens, to make sure that even when we leave the school, the message will follow them home and it will sink in with them.
I like that we're including social awareness and sensitization into this.
Yes.
Letting them know that there are consequences and implications to these things, so you should not involve in all of this. Now that we have a tournament like this coming up in our state, how is our culture going to be positioned in this tournament?
We cannot host Edo Liga and not have our culture infused in it. Our trophy, awards, medals are all going to be made of bronze by the Benin Bronze Guild, headed by the head of the guild himself, the Inenigun. The Man of the Match award is called the Asoro Trophy, named after the warrior legend himself, Asoro. You know, the goalkeeper of the tournament is the award is called the Agbabo Trophy. It is named after the Agbabo tree. My people from Fuga in Edo North will know what I'm talking about. You know, the Agbabo tree is a historic tree in Fuga that descendants do not cut it. You know, it represents heritage, it represents culture. The official mascot for Edo Liga is the Esan Igbabonelion.
I was waiting for that. I need to represent it, but now Esan, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. And beyond that, we also have an official tournament song. You know, this is us using this platform as an opportunity to give our young and coming artists in Edo State a platform to shine and showcase their talent. And you know, while we are doing all this, beyond the hype, beyond the music, we're also passing a message of no to cultism and irregular migration.
Beautiful. I mean, aside the football, the culture, what else should we be expecting from this tournament?
Okay, so we're bringing scouts from across Nigeria and from abroad to come and watch our players, because this is not just about them competing. This is also about their careers. And we also have media partnership with the Benin Blogger, Edo Online TV, Edo Updates, Edo Tribes Blog, B-Side FM, and Vibes FM to give, you know, visibility to this tournament and to our players as well. And this tournament is being hosted in partnership with the Edo State Sports Commission, the Edo State Football Association, the Edo State House of Assembly, the University of Benin, the Nigerian Police Force Edo State Command, the Edo Diaspora Agency, and the Edo Migration Agency.
This is beautiful. Before we wrap up, what's that quick word you want to give out there to the sponsors and donors?
So every brand and organization out there listening, Edo Liga is more than football.
Yeah.
It is visibility. It is branding. We're talking about 16 teams, hundreds of players, thousands of fans in the stadium, and millions of impressions online. By sponsoring Edo Liga, your brand and organization gets, you know, visibility. You get direct access to our youth.
Yeah.
You know, you get cultural association, you know, by virtue of our trophies and, you know, the cultural impact and infusion into the tournament. You get an opportunity as a brand to also be inclusive in all this. You know, this is impact, this is branding, this is visibility. Edo Liga gives you all three. So I think this is an opportunity for all brands out there, all organizations in Edo State to attach your name to something historic. You know, let's come together, let's make history. Edo Liga is happening this year from November through to December. You know, let's do something iconic together. Let's create history for Edo State.
All right, we can't wait for Edo Liga. You've heard it from the president of Edo Liga, Mr. Darlington, popularly known as who? The Zaddy of Benin. If you want to be part of something, you want to make an impact. Yes, you've been having it at the back of your mind, like, I want to do something for my state. This is that opportunity to attach your name, be part of the movement, so that when the time comes and they'll be like, oh, if you were part of Edo Liga, the first edition of Edo Liga, you can boldly say, I was there. I did not only witness, I participated and I contributed to the growth and the execution of Edo Liga.
Yes.
But that's it on this very first episode of the Edo Liga podcast. But don't forget to follow us on our social media platform. Stay glued to this podcast, because this is where you hear all the gist and everything that's going to be happening at the Edo Liga tournament. Yeah, it was lovely having Mr. Darlington here. But yeah, for now it's bye. And now we say no to cultism,
and
no to irregular migration, but
and
yes,
say yes to
Edo Liga.